forced the free kick, and the foul is probably a little too far out for James Ward-Prowse, although I'm loath to say that unless the ball's on the halfway line. Ward-Prowse, he is going to have a dart. It's a wonderful goal from James Ward-Prowse out of absolutely nowhere. That will take some beating in the Premier League.
Hello, my name is James Ward-Prowse. I've been at Southampton now for 6 years and I play centre midfield. I have long-term and short-term targets. Long-term to reach the England squad and short-term to get a scholarship here.
When you're young and you're coming through the academy, you don't often think about the 50th goal or the 50th appearance. You're more thinking about making your debut and eventually scoring that first goal. But to be sat here now on 50 goals is an incredible achievement and hopefully just a small step along the way.
Favourite goal so far?
I'd probably say the free kick against Spurs that won us the game. To execute a skill that helps your team win 3 points, I think is a real special feeling, and those are the dreams that I've had since a kid.
80th minute. Surely nobody's taken it off Ward-Prowse, taking a long time. Now, Ward-Prowse from about a yard outside the D, slightly left of centre, looks up, curls it, and gives Southampton the lead! It's Southampton 2, Spurs 1! Talk about deja vu, Dave. Valerie and Ward-Prowse score at Manchester United, and the same two players have scored this afternoon, and Ward-Prowse is in the form of his life.
Now, I know you're going to get asked a lot about this, but you're now 2 behind David Beckham's Premier League record.
Yeah.
Realistic to match that or even go beyond it this season? Is that a target for you?
Yeah, I hope so. Only 3 opportunities prior to the 2 I've scored, so they don't come around too often. But again, I relate back to the feeling as a kid. You don't often think about, matching those sort of records. You just dream of that first one, and then things start to roll. To be that close to a player like David Beckham, of course, is a huge achievement in itself. But I still feel as though I've got a lot more to give. Thought, I'd not scored one at St Mary's for a while, and to be honest, I don't care where I score them as long as they go in. But yeah, there is that expectancy, which is great. But unfortunately, I can't score them all. And when I do miss one, I do lose sleep over it. I genuinely do, because I'm that confident in my ability with it, and I've got a lot of confidence in the practice that I've put in. So I'm sure I can hopefully delight the Saints fans with one at home soon.
Let's go, boys.
Saints looking to do something that has only come along every decades or so for Southampton. It all came from Bertrand giving them a boost with that run, and then Liverpool missed a pass. Redmond again! This time he scores! Put through by Rodriguez, turns it past Karius, and Saints against the run of play lead in the League Cup semi-final against Liverpool. It is half-time in this League Cup semi-final, and Southampton have done all that could be asked of them before this game started. They've won the tie at St Mary's, they've kept a clean sheet, and they have a lead going into the return leg at Anfield.
Just going back to 2017, parallels with that, with the first leg being at home, and what are your memories of that first leg at St Mary's, and how important to try and take a lead to St James's Park?
Yeah, I think you're obviously playing against a really good team, a team in form, and to be going to St James's Park with a lead would be massive. But I think our mentality has to be right if that's the case. But it's over 2 legs. It's not all won and lost in the first leg. We know going up there, the atmosphere is going to be electric, and it's a great challenge for us. And like I said, there's no point playing with any fear. We have to go out and attack the matches and give ourselves the best chance of getting through.
Huge night at Anfield on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's going to be a great night. It's obviously a massive game for the club, and we have to make sure that we're ready. We all spoke about how we want to play at Wembley and enjoy that, so we've got to make sure that we get there now.
Sunday, February the 26th is the calendar date. You can get ready over the next 90 or 120 minutes. You'll know whether you need to keep that clear for a cup final at Wembley. Chan though fires long, Forster can't hold it, and then Forster tries to keep it out, and the linesman says he does. He recovers amazingly well, Fraser Forster. He fluffs the first shot from Chan, it goes past him, it's going in the net, and he turns round with his long albatross-like arms, and he gets the ball scooped out from under his crossbar. Milner takes it low into the edge of the penalty area. I didn't even see the board. 4 minutes we're going to have, but Saints are on the break, and it might not matter. Sims over halfway, Long to his right, Sims directly running down the middle of the pitch, feeds Shane Long, his first touch is good, he shoots, he puts Southampton to Wembley. Saints are going to go to Wembley for their second ever League Cup final.
From the current squad, you're the only survivor from that team.
Right.
Wow. How excited are you for the semi-final?
Yeah, the semi-finals are a massive opportunity. I think having obviously secured that spot by beating Man City, it almost gives us a little bit more of a boost, because we were the underdogs against City, and to face a really good Newcastle side will be tough, but a great challenge, an opportunity for us to play with no fear. You don't get many opportunities in your career to play in quarter-finals, semi-finals, finals, and we can't let this opportunity go by.
Just in terms of this season as a whole, how challenging has it been mentally? The first part of the season, I'm sure a big motivation for you was to try and get in that World Cup squad. You've had to overcome that disappointment. You've had to overcome the disappointment of the team's position. But here you are playing your best football of the season.
I think individually and collectively we didn't really start the season too well, and to have dealt with the disappointment of the World Cup squad and the change of manager, and also bearing that more responsibility that there is a younger squad now, and maybe the squad looks different to last year and your role changes slightly. I think last year there were a lot of senior players here, and the dressing room and the way that we worked kind of ran itself, but we've got a lot of new younger players in now who maybe need a little bit of guidance, and I think in the back of my mind I was ensuring that I was trying to have a good effect on that, and maybe that detracted away from my performances. But I think in recent weeks you can see that the younger guys have definitely grown, and they've shown a little bit more maturity, and they know what the Premier League's about now.
Everything we do comes from discipline, then aggression from that discipline, then be bold and brave when we're in possession. Bold, brave, good decisions.
How has he lifted the place, the manager?
Well, he came in with terrific energy and a demand on us, not only as players on the pitch but the environment that we work in, and it was funny to see how in the first few days he wasn't afraid to tell you if you played a bad ball or if someone missed a chance. Those demands are increasing on us. I think ultimately you're going to start to see a team that represents him. A lot in football you see the same sort of old interviews, and this is probably one of them, but it's nice to see
I'm offended by that.
It's nice to see him being a bit different and being out there and being outspoken, and I think it's good for us as a club, because from the outside people probably look at it as a nice club. It's down south, and when teams come to stay they're in a nice hotel, and it's deemed as a nice club, and I think we need to change a little bit of that. We need to have a little bit of a more aggressive side to us, and I think the manager is definitely bringing that.
How's life away from football? Because I know you're building a young family. Still got time, obviously, for your kids away from the game, and being able to leave football at Staplewood or at St Mary's, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's a big challenge, because I love and care so much about football that it's not always easy, especially when you're in a difficult position like we have been, to switch off, and it does have an effect. But on the other hand, I know that I'm a role model for my children, and I want to give them the best possible opportunity in life. And it's difficult when your son's asking you why we've lost, or why haven't you scored, and things like that. But that's part of the challenge that comes with football. And as long as I'm representing them well and giving them a good role model to follow, then I'm doing my job.
It's going to be Ward-Prowse. Oh, it's a goal. What a goal that is from Ward-Prowse.
Just in the wider picture of your career here, you're closing in on 400 Southampton appearances, that's a very select number of players that would have achieved that milestone. Do you ever think about in the future you might have a lounge named after you, or who knows, a statue, a stand?
No, I'm not. I'm not thinking that far ahead. You know, you've got too much to think about now, and you know, that sort of stuff will come if it comes. But yeah, for now I'm focused on the football, and we'll see. What
would a trophy mean to you to bring silverware to Southampton?
You know, I watch every major cup competition and every trophy lifted at Wembley and various grounds, and you know, I want to be part of that. To be able to give this club a trophy, and obviously having had the taster before at Wembley in 2017, there's an air of redemption, I think, about the people who have remained here, and to give that to the people would be an incredible feeling.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you, guys.